Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? If you watched that press conference and your mind wasn't blown, if you weren't impressed by that press conference and you're a gamer, you are the worst kind of fanboy. Because if you weren't impressed by that, seriously. Hater! Come on now. What they just showed right there, that's more revolutionary than the Wiimote. That's crazy. Not only did they take a huge dump on Sony, on Microsoft, they even took a big dump on Apple. Did you see that? The controller has like iPad-like functionality. Like, they did that on purpose. Like the way they showed it, it's like, oh yeah, you can browse the internet and you can flip this way, and yeah. Sorry, Apple, you just got dumped on. Nah, but yeah, that controller is bananas. But still a lot of secrets. We don't know if they didn't show any hardware. So the controller could actually be the hardware. Like, it looks expensive enough for it to be the actual hardware, or it might not be. That's still a mystery. We haven't seen that yet. Looks like all the industry experts that were saying, oh, there's no way Nintendo, they're going for a new market. There's no way they're going to go with the Wii branding. What was that? Yeah. Remember in the video I did months back, and I said there was no way they were dropping the Wii name because that'd be retarded and throwing away money? Wii U. Can't get no closer than that. Can't get no closer to Wii than Wii U. What, Wii A? Fail. Anyway, yeah, so, but a lot of the rumors were true, though. It does have a 6.2-inch touchscreen, ability to stream, take it as you go. Well, it's probably going to have I'm guessing probably 15 to 20 foot range in between you and the console before you can't do it. Like, it's not going to be replacing your portable. But yeah, looks crazy. Controller looks amazing. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about, though, is one, the size, but I haven't had it in my hand, so it's Nintendo, so I'm pretty sure it's both smaller and lighter than it actually looks on video. But only thing I'm really worried about, though, is the looks like it's using, instead of 2 analog sticks, it's using 2 slide pads. Now, I guess the reason they went with the slide pads because on a tablet style controller, that looks better than just 2 knobs just sticking out of your flat controller. So it uses slide pads like the 3DS instead of, like, say, the GameCube or the Wii nunchuck. I'd rather have analog sticks, but the slide pad, it works good enough on the 3DS, so we'll see what happens with that. Has pretty much all the functionality you can imagine built in: accelerometer, gyro, rumble, touchscreen, everything. Like, you can even play shooters like that freaking gun on Conduit 2. Like, crazy. Now, good thing though is there's Wiimote support, so that's great. So for the people that don't want to play like that, they can use their Wiimote. So that's great. This looks like the most options of any controller or input device in the history of mankind. Pretty crazy. But another rumor that was true, I guess, was the Nintendo's emphasis on improving third-party support. Now, that is clearly evident in this conference, because if you notice, outside of a little Zelda HD teaser, which I don't think was CG, I think that was actually in game, they just tried to throw that in there. Pretty much the last half of the conference, it was focused all on third parties. You notice that they didn't show outside of prototypes, and I'm glad they said prototypes, because when they were first showing those games, I was like, wow, this looks exactly like the Wii. I hope they're not just doing a controller for the Wii. But yeah, they made it known that these are just prototypes and not based on actual games, so don't have a heart attack. But yeah, the last half, they focus on third parties. You guys notice they didn't show any first party IPs for the new system at all. Like at all. They just teased Smash Brothers, which was very mean. That was really mean because we were like, oh, we're gonna see it, and we didn't see anything. Like not even a teaser, nothing. So that was jacked up. But anyway, third party, yeah, they're focusing on third parties. But the fact that they did not show we don't know if there's actual hardware to go with the controller or if the controller is the hardware. They didn't show any first party titles, which means that it's not coming out until the end of next year, because they would have shown that stuff. If you think that it's coming out next spring, you need to slap yourself because that's not going to happen. Looks like E3 2012 is going to be the full blowout of this system. And we see all the first party and polished third party titles in all their glory. Now, onto the 3DS. Wow. Those games look good. Seriously. Super Mario 3D looks like Galaxy, which means it looks great. Star Fox 64 3D. Video and voice chat? That is tight. On a freaking handheld? The PS3 doesn't even have video chat in game. Like, and you see it the whole time. Wow, that's gonna be tight. I'm gonna buy that just to see Baron, because he'd always be crying when you be losing. Like, oh, this lag! Son of a... Just to see his face. That's gonna be funny. But yeah, the games look tight. Mario Kart looks beast. I'm saying this right now. That is going to be the very best Mario Kart ever. Mario Kart Wii is the best console Mario Kart. Home console Mario Kart. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, it's better than Double Dash and Mario Kart 64. It's the best one. Shut up. And Mario Kart DS is the best Mario Kart, I think, overall. I think this one is gonna bury both of them. It looks crazy. Looks crazy. The graphics are at least as good as the Wii version. There's a vehicle, at least for tires, vehicle customization. Looks like there's going to be a lot of underwater levels. Like, game is going to be beastly. And then we got, after all the crying Nintendo fans, you finally got a Nintendo IP with full-on voice acting. Kid Icarus Uprising, full voice acting on a Nintendo character. You should be happy, right? It's not Zelda, but yeah, should be happy, right? All in all, I think this could have been the best Nintendo conference of all time had they shown at least a couple of Nintendo IPs for Wii U, but looks like they're just focusing on their third party support, emphasis on the better online infrastructure. So yeah, I mean, this conference blew away. I still think it's probably the best press conference this entire gen. But yeah, Nintendo, mind blown again, knocked it out of the park. If you're hating on it, use a fanboy.